The weather is getting warmer and queens are already starting to fly, here in Europe at least. If you catch a queen, you most likely put them in a test tube setup. In this video I will show you how to upgrade this setup by making DIY test tube inserts. I will show you many different and free ways of making them, so definitely watch the whole video, you don't want to miss this. First, why do you need a test tube insert? The answer is simple. A test tube insert makes your test tube smaller. It helps the ants feel more secure. The chamber will also get higher in humidity and it's easier to feed your ants in the test tube. Definitely messer species that can store their seeds dry behind the insert. Personally, I found out that the queens nearly don't stress as much. I will move all my test tube colonies into a tube with inserts because I love them so much. Before we start with the first way of making an insert, I will kindly ask you to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you! So, the first way of making a test tube insert is most likely the cheapest and easiest way for you. All you need is a plastic straw or piece of tubing and a piece of cotton. You can already guess this, but we're going to cut a piece of the straw or tube and put cotton around it. With a little bit of effort you can push in the cotton, and this is how you have your own little test tube insert. Just make sure you don't push it in too tight, so the ants can still travel between the chambers. Disclaimer: I don't recommend test tube inserts for larger queens like Campanulus ligniperda. Please keep that in mind if you want to move a colony into a test tube with inserts. You can of course, but then you need to be sure that the test tube itself is a large size. The next method is with plastic tubing. Almost every ant keeper has tubing, and if you don't, many shops sell tubing. I will be selling some as well soon. So, the process is quite the same. You push in the tubing surrounded by cotton into the test tube. I actually did this a while ago myself for my Lasius niger colony, and as you can see it works great. I can feed the ants so easily using this test tube insert. For me personally it works great with these test tube feeding dishes that I print myself. Moving on to the next method. You can also make test tube inserts from cork. This is a little harder, but still perfectly possible. I picked up these cork sheets at my local grocery store for €1.50. You can make so many inserts with this, it's definitely worth it. You can also use a used wine cork to make inserts out of. Just make sure to boil it first so it's sterilized. It might take you a couple of tries, but by using scissors you can easily work the cork and make a round shape. When you made the desired shape, you can insert it into the test tube. I use my tweezers to gently push it in. I also wanted to make an insert using cardboard. But this is not only much harder than cork, it also can mold if it gets wet, and that's why I'm not making one out of cardboard. The last way I want to show you how to make test tube inserts is with a 3D printer. I found out that printing a very simple round shape works great in plastic test tubes. I love it so much that I'm moving all my future colonies in a test tube with these ring inserts, as I like to call them. They are very easy to use. Take your tube, find the right size and push them in. They sit very securely and can't fall over. Removing them can be a little bit more difficult, but with a hook or paper clip you can easily remove them. Since these ring inserts are so neat for founding colonies, I decided to make them into a product and sell them. You can buy 15 of these ring inserts for €2.49 at my shop. You will get different colors and sizes, so at least one will fit your desired test tube. I will also make some pre-made tubes that you can buy, so you don't have to worry about anything. And for the 3D guys among us, I will release the STL file to Thingiverse. Just don't resell them. Thank you. Alright, that's it for this video. Did you like this tutorial? Let me know in the comments. What tutorial should I do next? Is there anything you want me to explain? Let me know. Thanks for watching this video. See ya, EA gang.